10 years, my life has been focused on improving people's lives and helping them reach their goals in real estate. Get ready to list your home and experience the success that you deserve. Welcome to the Jeremy Jenks Show. Hey guys, Jeremy with the Trembley Group here, and as you know, we do a ton of sales and a ton of business in Market Common, but one of the most common questions that I get is, what's your favorite restaurant in Market Common? Everybody seems to want to know. So we're here today at that location, Gordon Biersch, which my family and I are definitely, I'd say we're regulars. We're with Michael Grossman, our head brew master here at Gordon Biersch, and he's going to take us through the beer making process so y'all can see it from home and see what they do, kind of a little bit of a peek behind the scenes. So,
all right. Well, first starts with malt, and the first step would be milling that malt. So we start with a mill, crush the malt. It's just a coarse grind, then gets conveyed up to the grist case. That's kind of a convenience item for myself. It allows me to mill in the day before. So.
And all the malt you use is from Germany, correct?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We get it's all imported from Bamberg, Germany. This next step would be mashing. So then it'll drop into what's known as mash tun, mixing in with water. It's warm water, and what that does is it triggers enzymes in the malt to start breaking down starches into simple sugars.
And that's this big one right behind us, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The next, what's going on, actually what we do is step mashing. So there's different temperature ranges that I'm achieving and holding it to create different complexities of sugars.
Okay.
All right. That process takes approximately an hour and a half, 2 hours. After all the sugar's been converted, it then gets transferred into what's known as a lauter tun.
Okay.
And think of it like a big metal coffee filter. It's got a false bottom, a screen on the bottom, where it's just separating out that sweet liquid that I've created in the mash, that's known as wort. And then that's going through a lauter grant and some pipes back into what would be now my kettle.
Okay.
Okay. And as I'm lautering, I'm also heating up that wort. So during the lautering process, I'll spray more hot water over the grain bed to rinse out more of that sweet wort.
Okay.
And once the kettle is full, I'll bring it up to a rolling boil and boil it for like an hour and a half. During the boil, I'm adding hops that will balance out the sweetness of the wort, as well as they provide flavor and aroma.
Now, is that where you add you get the different fruity flavors from? Is that the hops?
That's hops, as well as yeast, can play a role in creating fruity flavors in ales.
Okay. I don't know how you feel about those. I know that's been popular lately. It's the raspberries and the blueberries and all that stuff.
Well, sometimes fruit flavors are actually added in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
So once the boil is done, then it has to go be cooled. So it goes through a heat exchanger, and it's cooled down to a temperature suitable for the yeast to survive in, because you're taking it from boiling, and you can't just add yeast; you'll kill them. Mm-hmm. So it goes through a heat exchanger, gets cooled down to a temperature for fermentation. Yeast are introduced, and they start feeding on those sugars, creating alcohol and carbon dioxide.
Okay. How long does it ferment for?
It depends. Lagers take about 7 to 10 days to ferment out. Ales 3 to 5 days, and it's completely fermented out. The rest of the time is the maturation time or the conditioning time. Mm-hmm. And then the beer will either be simply transferred into a serving tank or filtered into a serving tank, and then it's done. So, like lagers typically take 5 to 6 weeks till they're complete.
And Michael, one of the other things that I wanted to ask you about too is why does Gordon Biersch have so many regulars? Why does it seem to be such a hub for Market Common?
Well, we're a unique restaurant. We're a brew pub. We brew all our beer fresh on site. That's one aspect that makes us unique, as well as we have excellent food and great service. Mm-hmm. So with the combination of those three, it keeps people coming back. It's an exciting place to come to, even if it's your first time, because we have a brewery here. We make it fresh on site.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great menu. I like my little points card. I get to try and accumulate points and.
Yeah, the passport. For every $1 you spend, you get points. During happy hour, we do a program where you get double points during happy hour. It's a great way to, get rewarded. Mm-hmm. You can get anything from cashing those points in to simply gift cards, all the way to a trip to Germany, which one of our guests just did.
Oh, that's fantastic. I think I have a new goal.
Yeah, you go to Germany for Oktoberfest.
Wow.
And everything's covered. It's all inclusive.
That's pretty cool. So, now I know from my experience here, you guys have a great menu and great service, and my wife and girls love it, and that's the most important part to me. So, Michael, thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Let's go try some finished product.
Absolutely.